This episode of 4DMs and a Noob is rated D&D 17 and contains elements of kidnapping, eugenics, and human experimentation. Have a snappy day.
Welcome to 4DMs and a Noob. I am your noob, Josh W. Today we're bringing you episode 17. And the warden is back and we hate his filthy guts and he can go die right now.
Yeah. Speak for yourself. Tell me how you really feel. He gave me food.
Wait.
After taking away your wings.
Before we start, are you defending the warden right now? Is that your stance that you're walking into this with?
Has in this whole dimension.
He also took away your wings, so I mean,
But he got him back, so he's not.
yeah, because of us, not because of the warden.
I'm not saying he's the greatest guy.
Anyways,
really good.
let's go ahead and introduce our players. Introduce yourself and who you're playing as.
It's such a turn. So early.
So go ahead and introduce yourself, the resident psychopath.
First off, we have the Nazi symbol.
Banned forever.
But they had great food.
I'll
Guys
have
are always on time.
I'll have everyone know I'm Hispanic.
From what, Argentina?
I'm
It's all going in the court
I
episode.
am Ryan Butler, and I play the tiefling
Named Solon.
named Solon. Yes, everyone knows who the tiefling is in this group. Come on.
I'm Zach Church. I'll be playing Norm Lagore, the slimed monk.
I'm Dan Weber, and I play Gwendolyn Repar. That's 5 L's, but you can call me Gwen.
I'm Josh W. and I'm playing Jonu. And we go once again to our DM for this episode, Chase.
Once again, I am Chase Esmiel playing Basil of the Rue, as well as Hans, and he is happy to see everyone today.
See, he's a happy guy.
They were right up until the end, weren't they?
Happy is the adjective that I would use for him.
Yep. So last we left off, we are in a kind of bunker underneath these two farms, just south of Bildo, kind of the forest beneath it. And what we have found out is this is also the hiding place of the warden and also the syndicate. And our trepid adventurers are now left with decisions to make to continue working for the warden and find things out for themselves, especially for Jonu. He is left with a decision to eat the cake. And we will start there.
Should we
I have
eat
one.
before the warden? And John is all like, "Oh, do I eat this cake?"
I have 1 minute to eat the cake.
So this whole time, the warden, or Hans, has just been sitting peacefully at his desk. As the minute starts, he stands up. And he starts to walk, and you hear him go. And another dog appears next to him.
Hello.
And sitting, another dog comes out, and it is a golden retriever, and it has. Go ahead and roll perception for what y'all can see about this dog.
It's a 17 for me.
Crit.
10.
8.
All right. So only you see this, Gwen. As the dog stands up and walks over, the little golden, or the larger golden retriever walks over. It has a collar on, and on that collar it says "lewd bitch" on the neck.
So that dog was in that was in that cage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I saw that dog.
Yeah. So you know it's the exact same dog. I know it's the same dog.
I don't, because I never went back
The
there.
only one that doesn't know are these two. But you just see that it does say the lewd bitch, and you see it has some sort of like insignia on its neck as well.
Okay.
And you just kind of see
I look-
the
I-
warden.
I wanna look
wagging
at the
his finger
warden.
every second, back and forth.
I want to look at the warden's like hands and neck and ears. See if there's any jewelry, how many rings he has, what hand they're on, if he has rings, what they look like.
He has one ring on his hand, and it's on his pinky.
Okay. Oh, what a fucking douche.
And with that ring, he's just like counting back and forth.
What would have probably about like 10 seconds left?
Yeah, it's like 10 seconds. He goes, "Ooh, this is wonderful. We'll find out everything soon, or not."
So I have a little
No.
kind of thing on my finger, and I just like quickly like lick it.
All right. So,
Don't judge.
as soon as you take a lick,
Right, what's happening here?
I need you to make a Constitution saving.
All right, so first time doing this, so that's what I would just roll with the Constitution, right? So whatever that modifier is, make the +2 on that.
Well, are you proficient in Constitution saving throws?
Like saving throws.
Yes, you are. You're a fighter, so you're proficient in it. So you.
Oh, so +4 then is what it says, right?
Yeah,
Right there.
whatever, in the top left
Yeah.
corner if you're using D&D Beyond.
Saving throws, right?
Yeah.
It's never been easier.
Oh my gosh.
Sponsored by...
15.
bitch.
Sorry, what?
15.
So as this happens, your body is raptured with pain. Your body starts to seize, starts to lock up, but with your body in excruciating pain and locking up, your mind is open. You start to have visions. Then these visions become more clear and clear and clear, and less like visions and more of something that you lived. You can smell the scenery around you. You can hear, you can taste. Just everything about that moment is real. As you're standing, you hear you see a girl standing before you, and the name Miri instantly comes into your mind. You see a male elf, Gimjal. The name comes to your mind. You see this other male, much older. The name Ruin comes to your mind. And as soon as these three memories come, all your memories flood back. Every single memory that you lost comes rushing before you. You have that longing feeling for Mirren once again. That desire to save the one closest to you. A desire to find that lost friend that was sucked into the portal as well. That burning, not hatred, but the burning sense of duty to defeat Grimnall, or Grimjil.
Well, Ruin,
Or sorry, Ruin to
who was possessing Grimjaw. Don't know if he still is, but
all of that comes back. Your sense of duty, your sense of honor, knowing that there's times where you have to do not right things in the grand scheme for the big picture. It all comes flooding back in this moment. You remember how you got that scar across your chest. And as soon as that happens, you look at the blonde or the golden retriever and see on the neck of that dog the same emblem that is around your neck. And he, as soon as he sees, he goes, "Oh, this is so wonderful." But as you go to speak, you're physically constrained from speaking. And he goes, and the dog runs off. And he goes, I think everything I want that is going to happen will happen. And he says, I will leave everything up to Tenalia. She'll give you the information. She is more than capable, as you know for yourselves. Oh, and one more thing. I know you hate. Well, I don't know if it's hate, but you want to do everything in your power to get back at me. And I hope you do it. I hope you are capable and you prove that you are the ones I chose for a reason. That is all. Have a wonderful day. And he just turns
Mr. Mayor
He walks
or
out.
Mr. Warden, as he's walking away, he goes, I think I'm finally intrigued by you.
And the door shuts.
I don't know if I'm going to reveal that I got all my memories back quite yet, especially because just the situation at hand and like I want to stick my sword through that warden's skull.
So when I taste the cake, there's like nothing strange about the
No,
cake
you
at all?
taste the cake and it's delicious. Your body doesn't go into anything.
For you, the cake is a lie.
Gwen looks at you, Jonu, and just goes, is there anything you need?
Well, I wish he would have told us how to kind of get in with the mayor.
I wish we knew where the mayor was.
Well, I think he left it all the rest of the information for Tenelia. Am I wrong? And she goes, no, not wrong. I am here to assist you guys in this matter, as I did the last time. But with more clarity and honesty, because that is the best policy.
That's good because you weren't that helpful last time.
Oh, I didn't need to be.
You said you helped us last time.
I did.
Sorry, just going to observe again. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, no, I'll be helpful.
I believe she means to be more involved with this particular venture.
I have a question as a player here, especially how we're playing. Since we've kind of unlocked a milestone here, does that mean we're going to level up or not quite yet?
No.
That's a no from me, dog.
That's a yeah. Yeah. No. It's an important thing that happened, but it's not going to unlock levels at all. Not yet.
Gwen's gonna just be in the back and not say anything. But as they start walking, I'm gonna continue to try to find a time to slip into the shadows away. I want to kind of poke around and see what else is down here.
Okay.
Are you stalking somebody?
Not yet, but if I can
Tonight-
find somebody appropriately to do that, then yes.
Tanelia, I have a question for you. Are we going to be spending any kind of time in this place?
Oh, yes. I mean, y'all are all initiates, but as the warden said, y'all have surpassed his expectations. And so this is now, I guess, home base for everybody. This is where we can get stuff ready for you. We can start planning. There's people here that will be able to help you, aid you in certain different ways, whether that be armor, whether that be repairs, potions, magical items, things of that nature. That's what this is for, is to prepare you in, the important matters from the warden.
I guess if that's the case, then can you then show us around a bit to familiarize ourselves with this location?
Yes, that's definitely something that I'm, willing and here to do to help you. That's kind of why he said, I'm here at your service. Well, he didn't say that, but I am.
And all he wants is to be the mayor.
I cannot tell you what.
I
he
mean,
wants.
about this. Like, I'm not talking about his overall evil monologue. He'll give us that later. I'm talking about just the mission that we're on. He just wants point A to point B for us right now is to make him the mayor. Am I understanding that correct?
So it's not for him to become the mayor. It's for you to find the mayor and take him out of power.
So he just wants a hit. This whole thing is just a hit.
Well, as he said, not murder. He does want him out of power.
So like the same kind. So like not a professional hit, but like an upset wife trying to hurt her husband hit.
I mean,
He's
not married, but that would work. But I mean, how you do it per se, I mean, we can plan and y'all can let me know and I can help you. But I mean, how you do it is really up to each and every single one of y'all as y'all plan together.
Well, this could be fun.
You don't necessarily want the mayor dead. You just want him. You want a political assassination, not necessarily an actual assassination.
That is definitely what the warden wants.
Character assassination. Pardon me.
He did
could
say
phrase that.
subterfuge and not murder this time.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah, he did really stress the espionage.
Espionage, that's what it was.
Thank you.
Have we done subterfuge yet?
yes.
Well, this should be easy,
Basil has just kind of been sitting there.
but we'll need lots of magical potions.
Do y'all... this might be slightly embarrassing to say, but does he just does he do things to your mind as well? Just shut you down and make it feel like you're not the person you are?
What are you talking about?
That's why I'm trying to figure out. It's just, I feel like last time I was my true self, was full, outright honest with him and communicative and tried to, it's just like nothing matters to this guy. And it ached me the wrong way, and it made it where the hate inside of me like brewed.
I believe that's being just a manipulative dick.
Well, yes, but like there's something more to it. It's almost like he has that power, in a way that I cannot stand. I don't know if any of this is making sense, but for me, that's what happened last time, and it's just like deja vu all over again.
Can I roll insight to see if she's fishing for us to?
If she's what?
If she's fishing, like to see if we're gonna like turn on the guy or something.
Oh, that's Basil talking to us.
Oh, it's Basil?
Yes.
Yeah, Basil has the accent. She speaks like this.
My bad.
No, Basil.
You rolled a bad insight to read the intonation of his voice.
Real life bad insight.
No, you're right. He has that power. I don't know that it's some type of arcane magic, but there are people that have those powers. They just
And he just has an outrageous charisma score.
there's no
something
different.
more.
There's the only difference between him and, I mean, a hero, a legendary hero, or I mean, any famous like really powerful people that we've thought about or heard about, villains or heroes alike. That's just the only thing that makes it any difference is their intent, and his intent, like Norm said, is to be a dick. That's kind of his whole, like, he just gets his kicks out of that. I think he's obviously polymorphing a bunch of people and keep them in cages, and he has control of the portal because he's able to draw in who he wants for his own purposes. So there's a lot of shit that he's hiding from us, but I mean, it's not even going to be a power game with him. I don't think. I think he just is a dick.
All right, it shut me down last time. I don't want it to shut me down as we go forward, especially
No, just
doing what we
pretend
need
to be
do.
shut down. Own it.
All right. Yeah, she heard all that too, but
Oh, it's all right.
yeah.
She won't be around much longer.
I turn to Nelia and I say, I have an idea to get this thing started, but I need something from you.
Oh, yes. What
I
is that?
need...
Shield.
I have a list.
Get this man a gun.
I need the mayor.
Guns.
I need
Lots of guns.
Bring me the mayor.
I need Drumliff.
Oh, I don't know that name.
That is what I need. She is shown as missing. I'm pretty sure the mayor knows what's up. So, you said you were going to help us? This is if I get this, I am going to be able to espionage the shit out of this. But I need this.
Is that the first time Jonu's actually sworn?
No.
I feel like
Oh,
it's
no.
the first time everybody's paid attention to it.
Hold my hoops.
Person the tree.
I can definitely look into this and see if we can find this person for you. Who are they to you, if you don't mind me asking?
That's of no importance to you. What's important is this person can help us do our espionage. And the less people that know of the plan, the better. No offense to you.
It will make it harder for me to try and find them. Who are they, if you don't mind asking? Maybe not to you, but that way I know who I'm looking for. His
Yeah.
name's not much to go off.
Last name is Baropic. That I am correct on that, correct? They are the daughter of... Where is the name? Anybody have that name on top of them? I can't seem to find it. Is it, Grimnar and... I'll get there.
Nodis.
Nodis Baropic.
It's a dwarf girl that went missing.
You'll know where Grimnar is.
That makes more sense. I think I can help that out quite easily.
And does Grimnar know where she is already?
No.
All right, well, if you want to go get her, we can wait right here.
So she leaves you guys there. As she does, y'all are still in the office. She shuts the door and she locks it. So y'all are stuck in the office as she goes to gather.
Is that force field still up, or can we work our way behind his desk, or no?
Is there a reason why we had to wait here?
Is there a space underneath the door?
9. No.
There's 9 spaces underneath the door?
9 inches. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
I mean,
Which is average.
Yeah, is the force wall is the force wall still there?
he seemed to not care if we followed the direct plan last time. So maybe if we just bust this door down, like he won't mind too much.
I mean,
Or-
I don't think any of us
or
need to be worried about
we-
breaking anything in here.
Or we should not,
gonna
because
cut our
there's lots of robots walking around.
But they're not going to beat
there's
us.
still those. There's still those 2.
Yeah,
forts
let's
that are in there.
just wait.
For how long?
Well, she said it was going to be
can't-
quite
it-
easy, so I
It
would not.
can't be that long.
Yeah, she said quite easy.
So I would say after about 2 minutes,
Well, before she comes back, is the force wall
do
still
you go
up?
touch? Yeah, it's still there.
Okay, is there anywhere, any alcove or like nook or niche in the wall that I could put a small eye-sized object, considering how small eyes are?
The only thing you can think of for that is kind of where the chairs are. There's little nooks and crannies within the chairs that you could probably put something in there, but within the walls themselves, no, this is well made. I mean, there has been a lot of thought that has been put into this building.
Okay, I'll just hang out.
So after about, like I said, 2 minutes, do y'all just wait around for those 2 minutes, I guess?
Yeah.
After 2 minutes, you hear it unlock, and you see a small. You see a small dwarven girl with very long, straight red hair, has ember eyes just like her mother, as well as the pale skin. She's about 2'8" tall, and her eyes. Her eyes are looking straight down at the ground, but you can see tears dropping on the floor, and she's whimpering.
That was unusually fast.
Well, I told you it'd be quick.
They're past the red portal thing now. Like they're not behind it where we can't get to them. We can get to them, right?
The doors? Yeah, the doors are open.
The Drumlith and Telia.
Oh, they came inside the room again. So
Okay.
they went out the room. She shut the
So
door.
she didn't go out the same door the warden went out.
No.
No, she's in there with.
So-
we're not in here
She's
with
in our
her.
half.
She's in here with us.
Yeah, so she opened the door and has
The room's been Jezballed.
She does have this little baby, the young Drumliff with her.
Okay, now that we know she's here, we will require her to come with us as well.
And I'm going to need to see where you got her from to see if there's any other children that can be of use to us.
That can't happen. I can't show you where they were, but I can definitely let you know if you give me a name. We can work something out, definitely, just like I did with young Drumliff here.
I mean,
Actually, we have a few names we can use.
And I'm assuming Drumlith is scared and kind of hesitant and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I call Henry over to me, reach into my little satchel pouch, whatever you want to call it. I pull out her doll and give it to Henry. He's like, go give it to her.
Right. She is still a little reserved, but seeing her doll, you can see her like physically try to move to you, kind of stop, look up at. Oh my gosh! Of course, I forget her name. At this moment. That's why I have notes.
Tanelia.
That
Tanelia.
bitch over there.
Yeah, she sees Tanelia and kind of stops and she looks and she waits for the puppy to bring the toy. And let's see if the puppy does it.
Don't you do it. Come on.
That one.
You gotta stop rolling with those dice.
You could have easily just had the puppy go.
It's a puppy.
If you want to have intelligence, you don't want to have intelligence in this situation.
The puppy starts shaking the doll back and forth.
You fucking dickhead.
Oh my god.
And I said, Henry,
It's a puppy.
I will use animal handling.
Okay.
20. Not that 20, just 20 total.
Dirty.
And I said, I point to Drumliff. I was like, go take it to her, buddy.
And
What are you rolling
Hold
for?
on. Hold on. At the very least, with a dirty 20, come on.
What are you doing?
I'm rolling to see if the dog listens to what he's saying, and it's been 2 nat ones in a row. It's a puppy. And as you go, it goes. It starts shaking its head back and forth. Kind of.
I'm rolling 16.
So
Say, come on, man. Start rolling that one.
it's a 4. It's moving up, but it just like kind of growls like a little puppy does.
I just take it away from him.
I think you need to train your dog a bit.
And I go hand it to her.
She's crying a little bit in this moment. Thank you.
I reach out my hand for her to take,
Is
and I walk back. I walk her back to the group.
Apologies. It is also very small and doesn't understand.
yeah, it's a little puppy. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. But mommy, mommy. She's just
Is she like visibly hurt in any way?
no, not at all.
Okay. Just psychologically. Great.
Do you want to go home to your mom? Mm-hmm. We're gonna take you home to her.
And she just starts crying.
What about your dad?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
She's still just crying.
Someone likes him. Starting to feel sorry for the guy.
Norm will go over to Gwen and say, like quietly, you still have that list of names, correct?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no?
You gave the copy to.
Oh, the whole book?
You gave the whole book and the copy to Mephilas.
Why would you give both?
No, the book had all the names in there.
And yeah, I think he gave him the copy, like the copy of it, not the original one that had all the names in it.
Oh, do you have the original
Yeah.
still? Oh, yeah. Then you still have the original. Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
So,
I was like, oh, shit. I guess not.
It's like, well, damn.
No, didn't you put the original back? And then you kept the copy.
He didn't have anything to copy it with then, I thought.
Yeah, because I had to go
was
out
by
and buy a
himself.
300-page book to copy it with once I had found the tome.
Remember we went
So
to the
you scribe.
bookstore?
Yeah, I remember the bookstore. Quite clearly. It was one of my prouder moments as a player.
horrifying moments for the rest of all the listeners.
For some reason, I'm thinking you got rid of the main copy or took it back or something, but I don't remember. I couldn't tell you. Sorry.
I think he made a copy of it without the names in it. You did. I'm trying to remember at this point, but it's like I believe that we should probably give her a list of names, so that in good faith, at the very least, we can use that as some kind of political leverage.
Oh, I think so too. And hey, little drumlet, do you know the names of any friends that were in there with you?
She shakes her head no.
Did you see anybody else in there? Lots of people? Can you hold up however many fingers? Or does it take fingers and toes?
Does she have all her fingers and toes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's visibly
She,
unharmed.
she starts tapping her hands to her fingers and puts her arms as wide as she can.
Did they turn you into an animal?
She kind of looks real puzzled.
No.
No. She shakes her head no.
Okay, well, Jonu, this is yours.
Wait, are you giving her the girl? Giving him the girl.
Well, he's taking the. I thought he was taking the men. He got Henry. I just wanted my owlbear egg. I don't need any more pets.
Okay.
Did you want one?
No, I'm good.
I think
I
we're
fly so
returning children to their respective parents.
Well, yeah. I just meant in the meantime.
Like fostering.
Well, Basil, well, actually, Jonu, what do you have in mind? Obviously, getting her back to the family and blaming it on the mayor is the gist, if I'm assuming correctly. But
I will
think
tell
we
you the
later.
plan once we skedaddle.
That makes sense too. Basil looks up. So, Tanelia, is it? What resources do you have for us right now? She goes, well, depends on your needs. What are your needs? And I can help you out as much as possible. She kind of looks to the group.
Our needs are to get out of here. Because how am I supposed to operate inside of the room?
I wouldn't fly in here.
Is there a way we can like teleport here instantaneously, or do we always have to come back to the farm?
You'll have to make your way back until you're a full-fledged member of this family.
Is there a way we can contact you to come to us instantaneously?
I think there is. Do you remember my trees that we
Yes.
usually talk about? Well, I can do that same rune on this rock, and we'll be able to communicate at all times.
Well, hold on now.
Some sort of a rocky talkie.
Does that mean you
Exactly.
can we turn it on and off?
I don't know if any of y'all are skilled enough in that magic yet to do something like that.
It's okay. We'll have Basil carry it.
How well does sound
Oh, it's a pocket. It's a pocket dimension.
Yeah.
So
Pocket.
if you this is just outside of the game, if you put it in your pocket, she won't be able to hear us.
It's a different dimension.
Okay.
It literally is like a bag
pocket
of
dimension.
It's a bag of holding, but it's on the pocket.
So she can't hear us.
Nope.
Okay. Okay.
She's
like
gonna hear a
Beastie
lot of
Boys said,
sloshing of
another
sausage
dimension.
That works.
and coin
Yeah, that works.
and gems.
All right. Yeah.
I wonder how that
That's,
sounds.
so we just
Can you make that noise for a sec?
What's that noise?
Sausage, coins, and gems rattling in a pocket dimension.
Very specific.
Well, you made sausage. We shoved them in.
This is the D&D version of like that where you guess that sound on the radio station.
Yeah. He grabs her up. He
So-
literally
so-
got sausage
so
in it.
Tanelia-
Yeah.
so Tonelli, we just talk into the stone and you can talk back.
Unless I'm asleep, but yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it could wake me up and I can get back to you.
And then how quickly can you get us things? Now, without obviously within reason. Once when you need something,
Well,
like
we
tools
have,
wise, resources
as you
wise.
see, there's a few members here. We have people sprinkled in Altorium.
How many more kids can you give us? If we're going to try to frame the mayor, one kid's nice. A lot of kids is a lot nicer.
Well,
And then I'd like a lot of healing potions too, so that I can make a show of having them all be healed from the awful conditions that despicable mayor put them under.
well, I mean, none of the kids will. No, she does say none of the students will. They're never harmed. Oh, kids are never harmed.
Do you think that things have to be truthful to be spoken?
Well, truth is quite important.
You're right, but no one will give us the truth, so we have to make it up ourselves.
What truth are you looking for? We've been quite honest. I don't think the warden has once been deceitful.
Where's the mayor?
Oh, the mayor's in his office right now. Well, no, not right now. It's nighttime. He's probably sleeping at his house, but he could potentially be in the. He's a lot more sporadic.
Why did the assistant mayor say that no one's seen the mayor in quite some time?
That's what I was saying with his sporadic behaviors. He is very reclusive, but people know him to be in his office because of him being in there. A few people go in and can see him, but like I said, people don't really see him go in and out of places. He's there or he isn't.
Could his sporadic behavior become less sporadic if we need it to be?
I can't force that upon him. But, I mean, as you said,
Can you get us a schedule?
I don't think I could get you a schedule. Maybe if you talk to the assistant mayor.
One more question from me, at least possibly. You said you can teleport us, or we can teleport instantaneously once we become full-fledged members. If we asked you to, could you teleport us somewhere instantaneously?
It is quite possible, but also very difficult, as there are certain things that I have to do with spells for, such as that, to be able to do it instantaneously with all of you.
So basically, we need to let you know beforehand. to give you some time to prep if we want to be transported somewhere instantaneously in the future.
It would definitely make things a lot easier. Yes.
Okay.
You said we could go ask the assistant mayor.
Yes.
I was under the impression that he took a trip to Splitsville.
Well, you did, guys. Y'all did do a number on him.
Would y'all like to go talk to our old friend?
I think that would be wise.
Which half of him is talking?
The top half always.
And he is part of your crew.
We wouldn't want someone that stupid in here.
Then what do you use him for?
It's very easy to manipulate unintelligent people.
Is that how you got your job?
Yes.
Bazinga.
Wonderful. All right, we'll see.
I know why I'm here.
We'll see the ass mayor now.
But
Well, the assistant mayor will not be in the office, or the mayor won't be in their offices till morning.
Do we have to wait till he's at his office?
I think we should just go back and reunite Drumliff here and Nodis.
Basil's like, but I definitely do believe we need more than one child to make a skeptical of this. It needs to be something that stirs Eldoria a little bit more than one kid coming home that's been missing only for like two or a few days, let alone we can find kids, maybe use some of the kids that have been missing for a lot longer. That would make, I think, more of an impact. If I do say so myself.
And the more kids that we find and bring back, we're all heroic. So everyone's going to listen to what we say more.
Maybe give us the 2 kids that have been gone the longest.
I was going to say 12.
She said, that, I don't know, whatever.
I think that for now we get her back to her parents, and then when we can plan more to get the rest of them there. That way we're not bringing people back in literally the dead of night.
I mean, that does make sense. So we can make more of a like I said,
Spectacle.
Spectacle of something of it, especially if it's daytime when people are probably the busiest areas, maybe the town hall, maybe even where I don't know.
It was
Other busy areas.
It would also give us time to plan and where we found them and how we found them.
Well, I think we also need to find that out for her, like a story for her as well.
Maybe also best that we plan this not in here.
No, I agree wholeheartedly. I'll hold on to that stone for you, and he puts it in his pocket, like his pouch pocket on the side for now. And he goes, well, I think that's all we need, I guess, for now. Do you guys, what do y'all think?
I just need to get out of here.
All right.
And we'll make our leave.
Well, I will escort y'all out once again. And the way you came is the way she takes you out.
So the house is vomiting us out now?
Well, the door opens and y'all are walked out, but you guys still do walk by all the, like I said, the similar cells that were in the prison, but with animals in there.
People.
And take them out and take y'all out. And she goes, well, as I said, talking to the stone, and I can do my part from here and aid y'all as best as I can.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. I think just Norm leaves taking absolutely no care of what he's trampling over at this point.
Through the farm.
Just rolling over wheat.
All right, so as everybody steps out,
Rolled oats.
the door shuts, and
Are you
So
going
we're
to put
just-
that stone in your...
yeah. No, as I kind of just like put my finger up, like give it a moment, but I don't say that out loud. I'm just like, And as we cross past the field and kind of like as we're going into the woods, I toss it into my pocket dimension.
So I'll be
I
like...
hear the noises that were made earlier.
So first off, I'll be like, look, I don't actually have a solid idea. I was just using the opportunity to try and get the drum lift here. So I don't have an espionage plan, but it was more of just
Norm looks at Jonu and is like, that was maybe the most brilliant thing any of us have done up to this point.
Yes, I honestly thought you were doing something in the matter of being able to frame all the missing kids on the mayor instead. I thought it was quite intelligent, even though you had no true plans with it. It's probably the best thing you could have done.
That's where I thought we were going.
So I looked down at Drumlift and was like, Drumlift, would you be able to answer some questions for us once we get you reunited with your mother?
Mm-hmm.
You're allowed to speak with us. You can say words.
Okay.
Those people
Look.
can't get to you anymore.
She probably
They-
just let's get her back to her mom first. I'm sure once she's back.
Get back at me.
No, they can't get to you. Those people that you were just with.
Why wouldn't I want them not to get? I'm confused.
Why were you there?
It was school
School for what?
for gifted kids.
What's your gift?
They were going to unlock that.
Why are your parents concerned with you being gone?
My parents, they told me my parents knew, and this was a school for me to go to. Why would my parents be concerned?
Oh, sweet child. Let's get you home.
It's better that your mother is here whenever we explain things.
I mean, I am excited to see Mommy. I miss her.
Let's get her home. Let's
Let's
just
get her home.
Ever seen a room full of men get violently angry at something? Just instantaneously?
Well, listen to this podcast.
Oh. Yeah. School for gifted
Unlock
I
your
feel
potential.
like I'm going to burn a building to the ground.
It's just like X-Men, guys. Come on.
Right.
Is one of your classmates
So
gonna
I
be
guess
waiting?
our path is now going straight to Bildo. Correct.
the leather shop to be exact.
Yep. We make direct contact straight to Bildo.
Wait, would she have left yet? Because she said she was going to leave.
Who's she?
The Nardis, Nardis.
Oh.
She said she was going to go.
Find out.
She was going to go to High Street with her friends. That's what she said.
How fast is your flying speed?
I mean, it's as fast as I can run, but I can at least go over the buildings.
You might go check that she's there, so we're not going to an empty building.
All right, no problem.
Wings!
I got wings.
Right. So you take off. I guess. Is there anything y'all want to talk about with the girl as y'all go there, or something y'all want to talk about as a group?
I feel like Dita might, but I feel like I think I'm okay with waiting until
Yeah, I think
we get with her mother, and where she's in a more comfortable state.
Yeah.
But I think D might. I can see his mind.
Yeah. Basil is
Working.
also like
I
hopping
do, but
next to
Gwen-
the girl.
Gwen's not going to see.
Gwen is so good with children.
Yeah, but that's why Basil has hopped over next to the little girl, and because he's very unmenacing, almost the same height as her, and is skipping and kind of like talking to her and being kind and trying to like play, like be silly with kids, because it's just putting on a show for her to try to make her more comfortable.
Yeah, Gwen's just trying to understand why he's not hungry when he looks at her anymore.
That's so nice.
It's the nicest thing you've ever said.
That is the sweetest compliment.
And his heart grew 3 sizes that day. But then it hit his chest, and that's super not normal, and he had to go to a medic.
Oh wait, he is the medic. Oh no.
Reduce.
That'd be
Reduce
interesting.
my blood pressure.
Can you do the enlarge spell on someone's heart and just have it implode into their cavity?
I mean, you're the DM right now, can you?
It depends on the DM. I can tell you under the right circumstances.
That's like
I was
the
like,
whole
that's
like.
super cool.
That's like the whole. Can I polymorph into a fly and fly in someone's ear and then
Turn into an elephant.
I would, if I was in that situation as the DM, I would say yes to the heart outside the body. It can still be connected, but it has to be outside the body because it has to be able to expand to fit a size big enough. I think that's generally the rules for the enlarge.
So if you cast healing on them while you cut open their midsection,
Can you like somehow put like moisture in their lungs and expand the water in their lungs?
man, you are just all
I've
about
had a
breaking-
lot of, I've done a lot of shape water arguments with a lot of different
I
people.
love, but the
and I can
problem-
tell you it depends on which side I'm
The
on.
problem is shape water explicitly says that you can't use it to harm anybody. Explicitly.
I was just putting water in their
I'm
lungs.
sure that was a rule that got changed pretty quickly.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I digress. So as we finish walking there, you make it to the hide leather store, and there the door is shut. It's the middle of the night.
Door shut.
Knock on it, you fool.
Knock, you fool.
Knock on it. Knock.
Fly, you fool.
I knock on the door. I knock again. And then is there no one there?
Hold on.
It's gonna be that blacksmith or whatever his name was.
Grimnar's passed out on the front porch. Couldn't get in.
Covered in ale and strudel.
All this shit's on the front lawn.
If it's not her, just fly away. We know where she's at.
Oh, you.
All right. Yep. So you get there. As you knock on the door, you hear some movement from upstairs, kind of just making its way until it made it all the way to like downstairs. A light turns, like kind of opens, sorry, not opens, but you can kind of see a light as the door opens, and you see Nodis standing before you. She, good evening. Welcome back.
We found your daughter.
She drops on her knees. Is this a dream?
No, it's not a dream.
This is really happening.
Very real.
Where is she?
Reaches out and
Where's my
pinches
daughter?
her.
Oh, we're bringing her over. I just had to make sure you were still home.
Let me get things ready.
Yeah, make her some dinner or something.
Absolutely. Is she okay? Is any harm? Is there any accident? Is she hurt in any way?
We'll wait to explain things once everyone's arrived.
What do you mean explain things when everyone's arrived?
You will see.
Is she okay? Is she
She
hurt?
looks okay, but we'll talk more when she gets here.
What do you mean looks okay?
Did you not hear what I just said?
I do hear what you're saying, but I need to know more.
I need to fly back and let them know that you're here.
Okay. And she, just you don't see her move a muscle until you fly away.
Okay, I turn around and fly away. Yeah.
Yeah, and she kind of like kind of not knowing, like her mind and body don't know what to really do at that moment.
I'm assuming y'all didn't move, by the way.
No, I think we were still walking towards the
Definitely
town.
walking that direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like fly ahead and make sure that we're not walking to an
Yeah,
empty building.
and you're flying over the forest right now.
I'm so good at perceiving things in that forest.
Yeah, definitely.
Take a wrong turn and wind up over the prison.
Wow.
Not again!
All right.
We're helped this time.
So as you're flying, go ahead and give perception. See if you can see us at all.
17.
Can we roll to see him too?
Yes, yeah, and we can roll to see if we can see him as well.
I can't see in this.
Eight-
Starts
18.
saying fire.
16.
13.
Yeah, I would say yeah. So by chance, just the moon's just hitting just right. You can see his shadow in the moon.
Okay,
And you can kind of
say-
see the light just
I say,
glistens
Henry,
just
bark.
perfectly off of Norm. This little purple glint in the moonlight.
Shimmering.
Slime
when the
in
moon hits
moonlight.
your slime like a pig.
There's
Pizza
a song
slime.
for everything I have to say.
Pizza slime.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. All right, so yes, you all do see each other. Kind of like y'all make eye contact at the same time. It's almost weird, but then you're like, oh yeah, this is good.
I fly down to them as quickly as possible.
You see Basil kind of like making like silly faces at the kid, and the kid kind of giggling. And just,
Was she there?
Mother's home.
All right, let's go to the leather shop.
my mom's home?
Yep.
Yep. Taste.
She's making dinner.
Yay! She kind of like chippers up a little bit more, and
Now she better be making dinner.
so yeah, y'all make it back to the house. As this happens, you see a worried mother, her eyes filled with tears, bursting from her face or from her eyes, with the happiest smile you could ever see. She falls to her knees as Drumlift runs into her arms, just yelling for her mommy, and just the mom just like hugs and collapses on each other. Like it's just this moment for Nadas is something she has dreamt of and is finally here. She gives a very noted look to all five of you. And y'all know what that look means. It's the look of there's nothing I can do in this world to repay this moment. There's nothing that can make it where there's just not enough in this world that she can ever do for y'all. And just after about 5-10 minutes of this beautiful moment, it kind of breaks, and she goes, "Come in, let's get food for you. Drumlift, come on. And your little brother is waiting. Let's go." And kind of actually at this exact same time, you see a stumbling man approaching.
Do I recognize him?
You all recognize him.
It's
Norm immediately goes over there and slaps the dog shit out of him.
You're a monk, so
Yeah, slapping the dog shit out of him.
All right, go ahead and make a attack roll with advantage.
Because
he's drunk.
No, he's drunk. I'm going to use Healing Hand to make him not drunk anymore.
That's right.
Smack him sober.
Literally going to slap him sober.
love it.
Do you want me to roll damage?
No, I
don't think you do.
No, I want
damage
you
if
to
you're doing
roll
it.
just to see if you hit.
14.
Still hits, yeah. Yeah.
You see him roll over, and just this wet, thick whack.
As it hits his face, I don't know if y'all have ever seen those.
It's
like,
radiant. It's
Yeah.
like radiant healing.
So I don't know if y'all have ever, I mean, for listeners, seen one of those people standing there in a water balloon hitting a face in slow motion. As this happens, the head just whips and the feet come off the ground, flipping him full 360, landing not on his feet but on his knees, and his eyes are so open in this moment, and he's just like, what the confusion on his face, but clarity at the same time. He stands up, he goes, what are y'all doing here?
And I punch him in the dick.
Roll attack with his
Hand of harm.
That's a 9.
It still hits him.
Like I'm
He's
not
not
trying to kill him.
he's not wearing his leather armor.
Yeah, I'm not trying to kill him, but I am trying to.
So are you doing like one of those like
check.
perfect like flick,
Just a
just flick on the left or right, just
Both of
'em. Both
both
of 'em.
of them.
Yeah, he falls on his knees, and just grabs his mic and just kind of like slowly rolls over onto his back and just like, that was unnecessary. I don't.
I roll over to Basil and give him a high five.
Basil is like, that's what you get, you cuck.
By the way, your daughter's home.
What? He like in so much pain, but kind of in that moment just does not care. He goes, my daughter is home. You were able to get her back?
No,
Did you
she
find them
walked
in-
here by herself. It was impressive.
He's a very literal person.
So
I didn't need you. I don't
seconds.
need. I didn't need your help at all.
sarcasm, you dick.
All of us standing in the doorway like a bunch of pissed off uncles.
Gwen's gonna stare at him in the eyes and
Fix
goes,
yourself.
Do you know
He
what
kinda,
school she was
adjusts
at?
both his right and left nut because you have to afterwards. Huh?
Do you know what school she was at?
She was taken. What do you mean school? What are you talking about?
We'll talk to you later. I don't know if I believe anything you say anymore. I don't think you're a very nice person. But you should go home and see your daughter.
What do you mean? I'm not a nice person. When y'all came here, I sought y'all out and y'all are doing something amazing for me, and I'll do anything that I'll ever like. You have me at your service in any way possible. Nothing will ever cost you anything at my sword. What do you mean I'm a dick?
I said you weren't a nice person.
He said dick.
No, he just hit you in the dick.
How much money have you spent every night?
I mean,
Where have you been every night?
While your daughter was missing.
he kind of starts breaking down into people cope in different ways.
Yeah, but they don't lie to their wife and say they're out looking for their missing daughter.
I do look.
You can cope in the right way or the wrong way.
They do. Let's be real here. This is real life. Real life.
Like Johnny, character flip.
People absolutely cope and lie.
Yeah.
I mean, but then they get this moment here.
Let's go inside. We got questions we need answered.
Anything, absolutely anything. My daughter's home. He kind of like starts to run and like push you guys out of the way of the doorway to get into his daughter. And the wife sees him. She says, "Don't let him in."
Oh, I'm not getting between that shit.
Everybody's just back
Norm
to.
just
I
starts
say-
handing her something to smack him with.
I know. I say, look, what's y'all's deal is y'all's deal. Right now, we have questions that we need answered. Once we're done here, you can kick him out, but we need some questions answered.
Kick me out. What do you mean? She's like, as you said, you'll find out later. And and so yes, everybody goes into the hide leather and the door shuts, and y'all are all inside. And I mean, once again, the dad kind of has that same moment with his daughter, and the wife kind of steps away and kind of sees this and kind of breaks down too, and like falls all together as a family. I mean, it's a very emotional roller coaster, obviously, for them as this is all going on, and they'll have to figure things out. But in this moment, they're all hugging as a family and crying over their daughter. And last 10 minutes, you'll have to sit there and kind of just wait it out, and then
Norm's just playing with Henry.
Yeah, and Henry. Oh, the dog. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
I
dog.
was thinking about they have a son.
No.
I was like, I didn't name him Henry.
I don't know. I kept thinking Grimnir is involved, but I'm not thinking that anymore. I was thinking he was going to be low-key involved with
the son. B-R-E.
As soon as I saw the Raging Bitch dog in there, and I don't know.
I mean, bad people wouldn't give us free stuff.
Okay. It's trying to just bite you and doesn't know what you are. As the dog Henry is playing with you. Basil starts kind of just softly playing, just so there's a calm tone with all this going on. And they kind of come to now at this point, and the wife is, she looks over at Solomon and she says, you said something, that we'd talk more about it. You said she's harmed. She doesn't look like there's a hair harmed on her head.
I think the harm was more mental.
So yeah,
What do you mean mental?
Jonu turns to the daughter and says, "So you said that your parents knew you were gone. How? So
Right, mommy? Right, daddy? And
how did you first?
No.
How did you
No,
first
sweetie.
get to this school? Because you had to be taken. So if you said your parents knew, how did this all happen? Start from the beginning for me, if you don't mind.
Mommy and daddy dropped me off at school, and I went to school, and I was told that I wouldn't be there would be no harm. Like, I would be at school and learn because I was special.
Quick question for hold on, let me get here. The eyes of minute seeing and mind reading. What do those potions do exactly?
The eyes of minute scene are crystal. As I said last time, are crystal.
They're like glasses, right?
They're like glasses that make it where you get like plus 2 perception and
Minute seeing.
Yeah.
And
Minute
how about some mind reading?
the mind reading. Of course,
And I'm asking this because my thought would be there's probably someone that shapeshifted into the parents, I would assume, in this case.
So this potion, it's detect thoughts. It pretty much gives you the detect thought spell, which, yeah. So that's what it does. The potion's dense purple liquid has a avoid choke of pink avoid pink cloud of pink floating in it. Sorry, I can read. Brain shut down for half a minute. Yes, so it's pretty much just it's a potion that makes it where you can pretty much do the spell detect thoughts, so you can see what they're thinking.
Gotcha. Okay, so we don't need to use those. So you're saying your parents brought you to this school?
Mm-hmm. They dropped me off at the front door. Remember, Mommy?
Where is
Oh, wait,
this?
How do the parents react when she says this?
They look confused, and they're like, "We would never try. You're at home with us. It's just us and the family. We would have never dropped you out of school." She goes, "No, Mommy, you did. Daddy, you did too. At the front door."
You said front door. Where?
Of school.
Wait. And I think Norm lays out that map that he's gotten. Like, can you point to me kind of where this is?
No.
Could you take us there?
No.
Why not?
I don't know how to get to school. That's why Mommy and Daddy dropped me off.
Can you draw a picture of it? Can you draw a pretty picture of the front of your school for us?
Mm-hmm.
With the doors and maybe the street. Oh, if there's any flowers or trees or if you anything you saw,
Okay.
that would be wonderful.
Flips over the map, and I think we still have stuff to draw on.
Oh yeah, I got stuff. I don't have anything colored, but
Wait a second. Would that potion allow us to see images in the mind?
The question would be, do we want to use it on this?
This is
I think
this is our
this
main
would
mission.
be the perfect point to use this.
Before we use it, though, I want to...
yeah, that's
What did you do each and every day at this school?
I learned to read, write. I learned. They said I get to learn magic soon, but not yet.
Yeah, you were talking about unlocking your magic. Did you see any of your fellow students ever unlock their magic?
Mm-hmm.
What
older kids.
What kind of magic were they unlocking when they finally unlocked their potential?
I don't know. They would unlock magic, and then they would go to the next level of school.
But like, what kind of magics were they unlocking? Pretty common,
Pretty magic.
pretty common magic, or some things you'd never seen before.
What kind of cool powers did they have? Did you see anything cool that one of these kids do?
I mean, they made things look pretty.
Like this, and I look at something and kind of make it sparkle with prestidigitation.
Yeah.
And they weren't able to do that before.
No.
Magic can be taught.
Should we use that potion?
I think so.
Did they give you anything different that you didn't have at home to eat or drink or any type of medicine like that?
I was able to have strudels like Daddy gives me every once in a while. And they had that for breakfast, so it was really nice. I got to eat strudel every day, Daddy. Isn't that right? And he goes... The wife kind of makes eye contact with him, and she kind of like takes a side step away from him, even though they were kind of close.
This is very important.
Mm-hmm.
How much like those strudels did it taste like?
It was different because it was a different meat inside.
How would you know that? What kind of meat was it?
It just tastes different. It wasn't the same meat.
It didn't taste the same.
Didn't taste the same. No.
When you had your special, was that every day you had your strudels?
It was a choice. I chose strudels because Daddy brings those for special moments. So I got those every morning.
And was it the same choices for all your friends?
Oh yeah, there was lots of different foods for us to choose from, but that's what I chose. Everybody chose what they wanted. That's why I wasn't mad or sad being at school. I did just miss Mommy and Daddy. So, are y'all taking me back to school now?
No, it's going to be a home day.
Okay.
Can you tell us?
Has she been drawing? I'm sorry for interrupting. Has she been drawing the picture of the school while she's been talking? Mm-hmm. Is it almost done?
Almost.
Are you able to? Oh, that's a beautiful picture, honey. Are you able to also draw us a picture of maybe your classroom, some of your teachers? Do you know how to read and write?
I was learning. I still struggle.
Oh, well, maybe you can try to write down some of your teachers' names, and you can draw a picture of them. And then if you could just tell us their names too, we could write it down too.
There was Professor Brain and
Professor X.
Yeah. Is anybody that was shooting and lights out of their eyes or disappearing in a puff of smoke and reappearing somewhere else? Maybe
having
a very
retractable
grumpy
claws.
short man with
Did the professor have a rivalry with anybody that was wearing a helmet?
maybe kind of a magnanimous kind of person.
I like that. That was good. Solid.
Did the professor talk about how he had a twin in the womb that he killed?
Wait, what?
No. This is a picture she draws of the classroom.
Wait, hold on. Y'all don't know that Professor X had a twin in the womb, and he tried to kill her. She's probably going to be in the Deadpool movie.
I don't trust any comic book things.
Wait, did you just find that at random? Or
No,
did
he
you
drew
draw that
that.
in 2 seconds?
He's such a good artist.
And what's that a picture of? Can you tell me about it?
You said draw a picture of my teacher and the class. As you said, she's pointing to the picture. It's a very crude drawing of a.
It's a beautiful drawing, Chase.
Of a lady with brown curly hair and what looks like a white sun and a black sun kind of on her shirt is what it kind of looks like. And then there's 3 kids, and one of the kids has a circle on the belly, and she points to it and says, "That's the one that learned magic and left."
Can we roll for
can
perception on the image to see if it's do we recognize any of these people from the drawing?
Yeah. Listen, no, I'm more looking at the symbol. Do I recognize the symbol from anything?
Is that
Trudy? What would I need to roll for that?
Go ahead and roll history for that. Okay. DC 90. I don't know.
I got a 12.
You're all drawing a picture. This is exactly what y'all asked for.
I got a 5.
I got 16 specifically on the suns. I want to see if I recognize that symbol and any.
Just give me the potion.
Probably Colts.
So
I'm not trying to identify teachers based on that.
I don't know arts very well.
So as you kind of look closer at it and look at it, you see that the symbol, the black symbol that is on that kind of look like the sun. The more you look at it, the more you realize it's the symbol of the dark tears. The only time you ever else has seen it was when you guys you saw that symbol down within the underneath the farm in the laboratories and stuff.
Do we want to give her that potion?
Oh no, I think we drink the potion.
Yeah.
Oh, we drink it?
Oh, you do not want to let her into my thoughts.
So should we all take a sip of that potion?
No, I think
it's one person takes that as a shot and then gets
I think she's
sip the light fantastic, as it were.
I think she's still yours, Johnny.
Just don't focus on just don't focus on Gwen. Gwen, I'm very fond of you, but I am horrified at what I would see in your brain.
All right.
I can stay. I can wait outside.
Go ahead and drink the potion, but I'm going to do something a little bit different for you. So go ahead and drink the potion, and I need you to roll like concentration. I don't know what that'd be. I guess a wisdom throw to see if you can focus solely on hers, or if Gwen's thoughts or someone else's thoughts.
yeah,
and
genius
your
guys.
brain.
Give the guy with the messed up brain.
Got all my memories back. Got all my memories back.
They switch
we don't know that. Remember?
They freaky
So maybe
Friday
would that be
each
like a
other.
saving throw? Maybe
Yeah, I guess so.
Constitution.
Sure.
All right.
I'm fine with that.
While I'm doing this, I am going to be like, I kneel right next to her and like just look at her.
With advantage then.
So,
Well, that's good because that first one was a 4. Oh, let's re-roll that. 9.
All right. With that, you're able. I was only gonna. If you really got a 1 or 2, I was
Okay,
gonna
good.
mess with you.
I'm gonna try to steer her thoughts towards this specific.
Okay.
topic.
So yeah, she's like, kind of looks at you and kind of looks back at the mom and looks at you, and she sees you drink the potion. And so what are you, I guess, doing now at this point?
I mean, so the potion itself lets me see her thoughts, right?
Yeah, detect thoughts.
So yeah, I just want to look for kind of any clues in her thoughts that can help us maybe determine where this place is.
So you basically give her the same questions we've been asking
Yeah.
to see what actually
Again,
pops
yeah.
up.
So just kind of
A
asking
more
the same
accurate
questions.
image,
Yeah, to
now
get
that it's
yeah,
on her brain.
exactly.
Right. So this is only going to last for a minute.
Okay.
So this is what's going to happen. For the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures. When you cast a spell, you don't have to cast a spell because it happens on its own. You can focus your mind on any one creature that you see within 30 feet. If the creature you're choosing has an intellectual of 3 or lower, or doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected. You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind in the moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature or thought to probe deeper into that same creature's mind. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into reasoning, if any, its emotional state, or something that looms larger in its mind, such as something it worries, loves, or hates. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Questions verbally directed at the creature naturally shapes its course of its thoughts, so the spell is particularly effective as a part of an interrogation.
Can we before I drink, can we think of some questions that we should be asking?
I was already gonna start. That's what I meant by I was
Okay.
gonna try to
Yes.
share thoughts.
So you ask the questions, and I'll interpret.
You
from
focus
there.
on the brain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Whenever you're ready.
And a minute on clock in real time. Hold on.
I'll come on now.
It makes it more fun that way.
I got it.
All right. All right. Ready in 3, 2, and go.
All right, sweetie. I need you to look at me. Don't look at him.
Mm-hmm.
He's just concentrating on his own thing.
Okay.
I need you to imagine walking to school with your mom and dad that day.
that day you're going to school. You're about to meet your friends for the first time, hang out with them. It's gonna be a really exciting and important day. So you remember this walk to school because it was a part of a very long and awesome journey.
Okay, so in that moment, what you see is you see doors to a school that looks like it's in the farm, like farmland. It's a red building that almost looks similar to a barn, but is more structured as a typical old school building would be. And she's walking there with her mom and dad, and it looks just like that. That's what she's doing. It's what she sees.
Do the parents look identical to the parents?
You don't actually see the parents. You see these two figures with her, but it's not her parents.
Can I make out what kind of race they are or anything?
Nope.
Just kind of black figures?
Just black figures.
Okay.
And resume.
Now you're finally at school. What does your classroom look like? It was your first time seeing it. You were so excited.
As she looks at the school, you see her walking through the doors, and the classroom instantly looks like a lab of some sort. It doesn't look like a traditional classroom. It's a very stark white room with ivory floors. The tables themselves look like cold tables. The chairs are wooden chairs for them to just sit on, and you see papers in front of them, and you see a lady with brown hair with the insignia on her shirt.
Now all your fellow classmates are there. How old are they? Like, do they look like they're your age? Are they good friends to you?
You see ages that are from her being kind of the youngest there, all the way up to like 9 or 10. And as you say that, you kind of see that kid doing a spell and being taken out of that room. All right, and go.
Now, what was it like when you stayed there? Where did you sleep?
It looks very similar to the classrooms. It's a white room with a bed. The bed looks, it's just a white bed. Everything is very stark. There's no pictures on the walls. It's just white walls on a bed. But something you do see is when she's sleeping, you see a little like black dot on her arm. And when you focus a little bit more on it, or as she does, you sense fear, and you see something like a tube actually like flowing into her arms. And then you see like there's this sort of like container thing that's going, and it flows through her mouth. It's kind of like this two-system thing. Like she's sitting there and being pumped in while she's sleeping. But it's super like just momentarily there, and then disappears.
Now, before we picked you up, what were you doing? You must have been doing something super special since you've been there for so long.
Her mind races back to that classroom once again, and her learning how to read and write. But the things she's writing is not a language that you comprehend. The writing is different. Yeah, 7 seconds.
Now, I want you to remember what you felt in the whole time you were there. Was it fear, joy?
You feel a sense of joy come about her head the whole time she was there, as that she remembers the strudels, the food, being around nice kids. The teachers were extremely nice, or just the moments of like real joy for a kid. And that's where we stop there with the potion.
All right.
So all that comes to you, Jonu, as you're taking that potion.
I kind of step away. I bring everyone. I kind of relay the information.
Okay.
Giving her a break, obviously, from that experience, and just relay that information of what I saw, which was those rooms. That in the thoughts, her parents couldn't make them out, so can't be too sure if it was her parents, right? It was these kind of dark, mysterious figures.
I had a thought that came to my mind. Is there any way that we can put the visage of the mayor in one of her thoughts? So if we were ever to use this spell on her again, the mayor's vision would be there, and that would be used for the espionage.
I mean, I don't know how to implant memories.
Neither do I. But is there a way to, or spells to change the mind or do anything like that?
Well, of course,
I don't
there's
know.
spells to do so, but I don't have access to any of those.
Yeah, neither do I. I mean, I can be very persuasive, and I can tell a story, and I can probably maybe do it that way, but that's a long shot. Like, I do have some magic, but I don't think I have something that
I mean, if you want to do that, we could tell a story about. You could tell her a story about a man who turned into a half man, and then she might be able to plug the assistant mayor.
Well, I don't know if we want to do the assistant mayor. We're trying to do espionage, like try to get the mayor.
Well, yeah, he'd be working for the mayor.
One of the things I want to do is I want to go back over to her and see if I can examine her arms, right? Because you talked about those tubes in the arms. So I want to see.
One tube in the arm and one in her mouth.
Yeah, so I want to see if there's any scars on that.
There's no visible scar. There's nothing. It's not like there's, someone that has a needle, someone that has like a needle in their arm a lot. It has that like very visible scar from that, but there's no scar there.
Were you able to see, Jonu, how many classmates she had, or if there was a lot of teachers, or if it was just the same teacher in all the visions?
I can't be sure on the number of kids. Just that they kind of didn't get past the age of 10, it looked like, from the visions. And then there was that one teacher, and it was the one she drew. So that was the only teacher I saw in the visions.
You were able to tell
Able to tell.
the teacher from the picture.
Yes.
It's impressive. I don't know art very well.
Yeah, it was like most of the things that I can do that can maybe do anything. I mean, it really wouldn't do too much. Like, I can mess with minds, but it's quite painful.
Let's keep the idea on the back burner, right? Let's see if we can't think of anything else to potentially.
It was just something that came to my mind,
Yeah.
especially if I was like, who's going to deny the thoughts or the images that are in her mind?
Real quick, what is our current actual mission now that no one's eavesdropping?
It seems as though the real mission is get the mayor out of power. Is what
Well, I mean, the real mission is to try and get to the warden, right? But to do that, it looks like we will have to try and get the mayor out of power somehow.
I'm wondering because our main mission was to get this girl back, and we
May
succeed.
I suggest just talking to the mayor first?
This is actually an idea I also had. If we just talk to him, you used your power of persuasion to convince him. So look, the warden's a double crosser, right? We're gonna do something, and he's gonna be like, "I'm very good." Now go do something else, right? So maybe we double cross him,
Or he just tries to kill us.
unless, of course, the mayor is on it and like, "Oh, this was all part of my test. The mayor is also my right hand man as well."
This is Johnny speaking. I absolutely adore your mimicry of the warden. Actually, fuck that guy.
Because I think a good idea would be if we could convince the mayor to act like something happens to him, right? Put him away in hiding, right? And then when the time's right, if this guy isn't as bad as, I don't know how bad this guy really is, right? So I think that could be a play, but it really depends on.
Well, before we met the warden, we had a theory that the mayor was behind the things that were happening to us.
What if the mayor knows something about the warden and is trying to keep himself safe? That's
Could
why
be
he's
as well.
been so sporadic.
That is also possible.
The one thing we have to keep in mind is that there could be potential shapeshifters of some sorts because, Drumlith is saying her parents took her to school. Her parents are denying that. So,
If Gwen takes the book out of his bag and puts it on the table and opens it and goes, "Guys, we got a whole book of parents of kidnapped kids. Let's get them all together. We don't have to do this by ourselves. This isn't even our town."
That is true.
we turn to the parents and go, For the mayor, are there any elections for the mayor?
No, of course. Every 4 years or so.
And would this happen to be an election year?
Yes, it is.
When's the election, by chance?
I don't pay too much attention on dates. I don't.
Grimnar, do you know?
I think it would be sooner than later. From what I remember, it's this time of year as it happens.
How is the election held? Who gets to decide in the election?
Well, there's representatives for each area of the of Eldoria that are elected officials as well, and they go and elect the mayor. There's 11 different representatives that are there that it helps. That way, there's never a tie since there's 11.
Hey, I'm just curious. It sounds like you guys we're planning to actually do what the warden wants us to do.
That's what they're saying.
It's
I
a
think-
plan. I'm not saying we have to think of all.
I think the subterfuge that he might be so excited about could be played against him, in that we could get the mayor to willingly step down. And Norm puts his arms in the air and kind of does the quotation marks, like step down, or we figure out some way to depose him in some kind of way that he is aware of what's happening, so that we can, at the very least, appear to be doing his bidding.
I mean, I think what Gwen is trying to really say is why would we have to do anything that this man has to say? I mean, for me, we did our part. Solon agrees. We did the part returning this girl. We found that there's corruption. We did our part. This isn't our town. Like, why hop in and do any of this?
Because she wasn't the only child.
I understand that, but like, that's why do we have to do it the warden? Why do we have to do it the warden's way? Why can't we just go about it our way and go?
Because I think at this point that going with his plan for now works more into our favor. As much as we absolutely despise that prick.
Oh, that's how they always get you.
Oh, absolutely. But how else would we depose him? What proof do we have other than we somehow found a group of kids? How do we explain how that we found that group of kids?
I mean, I'm good with leading a whole angry mob over through the village or through the farmlands and breaking through that door, and then there's a whole underground lair with the schoolhouse.
With possibly volatile, violent magic.
That would be the best. But we might not get that lucky.
But the problem is that we don't know how, if a bunch of people are gonna match the power of the warden's forces.
Oh, maybe not. But again, it's not.
If everyone that we're trying to help ends up dying in this mob attack, then what's the point?
I mean, then they all died trying to get their kids back, as opposed to, I mean, how long do you want to work for? Like Johnny was saying, every time we do anything for the warden, it's just going to be, oh, here's the next thing, here's the next thing.
What I'm saying is we have time. We weren't given a deadline. We only have one goal, and we weren't told how to do it. So therefore, we can go through this our own way and try to come up with something that's positive for us and negative for the warden, even if we still achieve that goal of getting rid of the mayor.
Gwen for mayor?
I don't know if we could sell that.
Oh, I have literal skeletons in my closet.
Absolutely not. I am not a voice piece like that. It's for entertainment. I feel as though those days of me entertaining are fading away.
Norm looks at Jonu.
And in that moment, we will stop this episode and have episode 17, planning our revenge on the warden or figuring out a way to get the mayor out of power. You'll find out next time on 4DMs and a Noob.
Will Jonu be the mayor? Will he not? Find out next time.
More choices.
Bye. Election 2024.
Oh my god.
Fail action.